Welcome to Disney's Magic of Storytelling podcast, sponsored by WakeMed Children's, because inside every child is a story waiting to be told. Our storyteller is ABC 11 news anchor Lauren Johnson.
Sleeping Beauty, Maleficent returns. One morning, Princess Aurora and her fairy godmothers, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, prepared the palace for a party. It was Aurora and Philip's anniversary, and Aurora couldn't wait to celebrate it with the kingdom. "It looks wonderful," she told the fairies. "I think we're just about done with decorations." "Oh, not quite," replied Flora. "We've still got to make everything pink." No, said Merryweather. "Make it blue." Aurora laughed. "Whatever you say, my dears," she said, leaving to check on the food preparations. Suddenly, a shadow darkened the palace. Merryweather and Flora rushed to the window. "Why, it's a solar eclipse," Merryweather exclaimed, watching the sun duck behind the moon. "So it is," Flora said. "During solar eclipses, magic works in the most mysterious ways." "And sometimes even scary ways," Merryweather said with a shudder. "Oh, I wouldn't worry," Fauna replied, coming up behind them. "With Maleficent gone, we have nothing to fear." At that very moment, the darkness from the eclipse fell over Maleficent's castle. A green light erupted from the windows, and the stone raven, perched on the balcony, came to life. It screeched, flying inside to search for its mistress. Before long, the raven saw the source of the green light. Maleficent's staff was glowing. The raven pecked at the glass ball with its beak until the ball cracked. Suddenly, green smoke emerged, twisting and turning until it became Maleficent. "Come, my pet," she said to the bird. "Let us see who's here to welcome our return." Maleficent searched her rooms and found them to be dark and empty. "It seems you are my only faithful servant," she sighed. Maleficent used her magic staff to check on the rest of the kingdom and saw that everyone was gathered at the palace. Prince Philip and Princess Aurora smiled, greeting their many guests. Maleficent's eyes flashed with anger. "It seems we have much to do here." In the palace, the anniversary party was in full swing, and Aurora and Philip were exchanging their gifts. "Oh my goodness," Aurora said as a small puppy jumped into her arms. "He's adorable." "Darling, I love it," Philip said as Aurora handed him a gleaming golden pendant with their portraits inside. Everyone cheered, ready to begin a hearty feast and an evening of dancing. Suddenly, a loud screech interrupted the laughter and music. Green mist flooded into the room, and Maleficent suddenly appeared. "I see I was not invited to yet another celebration," Maleficent said coolly. "Well, this will be the last." Maleficent raised her staff. Fire and ice, moon and sun, turned skin and bone into cold, hard stone, she bellowed. The green mist surrounded Philip, the fairies, and the guests. They instantly turned into statues. Even the new little puppy became a stone figure. Aurora cried out in horror. "Without the company of your loved ones, you will wither like a wilted rose," Maleficent sneered, leaving the palace in one swift turn. Tears fell from Aurora's face as she looked at Philip and the fairies. She didn't know what to do. At that moment, Aurora's animal friends from the forest rushed into the room. They'd been late to the anniversary party and had seen everything from the window. They tried to comfort Aurora. "Thank you, friends, but I can't stay here. I must go to Maleficent and break the spell somehow," Aurora said. Though her animal friends tried to stop her, Aurora ran out of the palace and toward the dark forest. As she got closer to Maleficent's castle, black clouds formed in the sky and thorny bushes clawed at her legs. Aurora kept running, determined to save her kingdom. "Lonely already, my dear," Maleficent cackled when the princess approached. "Maleficent," Aurora said, "I demand you lift the curse on my people." "Well, I couldn't even if I wanted to help you," Maleficent replied. "A spell like that cannot be reversed." "And if you turned me to stone instead?" Aurora asked. Maleficent was delighted. "You would do that? Spend eternity as a statue so your friends and family would live?" "I would," Aurora replied bravely, "but you must swear that they will awaken." "I believe that can be arranged," Maleficent said, towering over the princess and lifting her staff into the air. Aurora closed her eyes, bracing herself for the curse. But as soon as Maleficent uttered the words, there was a flash of light and a scream. Aurora watched in shock as the evil fairy changed into her dragon form and then disappeared altogether. Back at the palace, Prince Philip and the others awoke. Worried that Maleficent had taken Aurora, Philip rushed out of the castle to find his wife. "Wait for us," the three fairies called as they flew behind him. Suddenly, a familiar figure came running towards them. "Aurora," Philip cried, "are you all right? What happened?" As Aurora explained everything, Flora smiled at her. "Your selflessness reversed Maleficent's spell and rid the world of her once again. Remember, love is the strongest kind of magic." The group headed back to the palace. Soon, everyone knew how Maleficent had been defeated, and the kingdom cheered for their princess's bravery. They resumed the party and continued the festivities late into the night, celebrating their courageous and noble leaders and their love for one another.
WakeMed Children's is proud to support the ongoing enrichment of children in our community and beyond through our sponsorship of the Disney Magic of Storytelling podcast. To learn more about WakeMed Children's, please visit kids.wakemed.org.